మాపల అప్ప అమ్మ పేరెంట్స్.
We were working in Aditya Birla Group together, and she was my colleague there. And I first saw her in a party. She was just standing there. She was wanting to dance, but she was feeling a little hesitant. And I could see that her steps are moving, that she wants to go on the floor, she wants to dance, but she was not going there. And that's when I went and talked to her. She was a very intriguing personality. That's where I first met her. I think it was the most. That's one of the special memories, because that's the first time that I saw her.
It started off like that. He was just really fun to be around with. I used to laugh a lot, and initially it started.
I'm very funny, yeah.
Self-proclaimed. But then I started seeing the other more caring and sensitive sides. And one inflection point, if I may say, we went out for dinner sometime, and it was very late. And he usually comes and drops me, and then goes. But that day we took separate cabs. But then he couldn't reach me after I got home. He came back to my house to check if I was there. He didn't tell me also that he'd come back. My roommates were there.
Yeah, I just basically asked her roommate if she has come back.
Yeah.
And she said yes, and then I went back. Yeah, because she was not picking my call.
Oh yeah. Bum. A little rum bum.
Oh my goodness, you're the most sizzliest. Settle down quickly.
Param 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 pam pam. Param param pam.
गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारो संभलना मुश्किल हो गया अभी now I want to sort of convey to her कि I am interested in you तो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि एनवायरनमेंट बनाना शुरू कर रहा हूँ आई हैव टोल्ड ऑल हर फ्रेंड्स आई हैव स्टार्ट मार्किंग माई टेरिटरी सो दैट नो अदर गाय टचेस हर ना सो व्हाट आई हैव डन इज कि इसके जो बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स थे दे आर माई बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स नाउ ठीक है एंड दे लव मी मोर ऑफ कोर्स आई एम या
One of them is when Shreyu got admission into ISB, Grasam suddenly transferred one person from Bombay to Hyderabad. How did that happen? Till date, there is no answer to that question.
That might be the only place, uncle, where fate must have intervened. Because मैंने तेरे लिए ही 7 रंग के सपने चुने सपने सुरीले सपने
She fill me with a wiggle and a jiggle and a rumble.
We don't wanna go home.
So good, I'm already got me vibing like an animal.
Give me more and more.
I applied to business school abroad. So I was planning to go to US, and he came and told me that I've done prayers and I've put Dan Patra mein I've put
An
that
application
that you should not go to US.
Actually, her Howard result was due, and I was just making jokes with her that I put a application in the Dan Patra of a temple that she should not get into Howard.
Now when I'm
And then there was this weekend of Diwali, I think, where he went home. He went on a long break, I think 1 week, 10 days he went. And then he came back. We were still not decided. We were also contemplating and everything. But then he came back and he told me, I've told my parents. And then
Yeah, see what they were doing is they were making me see these other girls and all. And whenever I see any girl in comparison to her, I feel they are not even worth the time, or let's say. Thank you.
बहुत अच्छी लग रही है
just before my exam, I remember they sent me a picture of Gangaikonda Chodapuram, and one of Appa's very close friends, he had referred us to. We went, I think the next week I came here, went to the place, and I mean it's just so beautiful, it's stunning, right, to say the least. So yeah, அப்படிதான் ஆச்சு. வந்து பார்த்த உடனே you just feel it sometimes, and it's just such a lovely place.
And they are a typical Tamil Brahman family, no? And I just prepared scenarios in my mind. Okay, if uncle will say that you can't marry her for these reasons, I'll give these counterpoints, and somehow I'll try to convince him. But his father is such a lovely and endearing man that when she told him, he simply smiled and agreed.
I told her to convey to Nadeem, if ever even a single point is there for me to talk to Shreya or her father, I'll go and speak.
அவங்க சில்ட்ரன்ஸ் ஹாப்பினஸ் தான் நம்மளுக்கு மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இல்லையா. ஸோ வந்து சொன்ன உடனே எஸ் வி செட் ஃபைன் கோ ஹெட் வில் கம் அண்ட் டாக் டு யுவர் பேரண்ட்ஸ் சொல்லி வி ஃபைனலைஸ்ட் இட்.
I just told my parents that I like a girl, and I think I do want to marry her. They were very positive about it. They were so excited. My dad said, okay, let's go get her. she's very, how should I say, very lovingly childish in her ways. For example, when she was preparing for this our Sangeet and all, and she was so happy that we are getting to do it all over again, that she was dancing alone in the room. And that, for example, I would not, I don't think I'm like this, but she gets like this childish sort of happiness in very small things. So I would definitely want her to retain that and want her to be happy irrespective of whatever the situation is. That's I would want for her.
Oh, killed it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
உன்னோடு பெண்ணே உரசிட வேண்டும் விழிமூடி திறக்கும் கடமே
நெஞ்சோடு நின்றே நடந்திட வேணும் நாணத்தில் வீரத்தில்
Nadeem, all the best. Respect, salute.
Appreciate it. Learned only from you guys only.
நீ கனவும் காணாமல்